this video, we will learn about sending bulk messages to your customers. Now there are more than one ways how you could do that on Easysocial. So without any delay, let's get straight into it. So when you log into your account, you would land on the chat menu just like the page you're seeing right now. On the left side, you'll have to go to the broadcast menu. On the left side of the screen, you'll be able to see all the campaigns which you might have run in the past. They might be active, paused, completed or failed. We'll learn more about them in just a bit. Now if you want to create a new campaign, you have two options. Either you can click on the new campaign button on the right side of the screen, or you can go to the three-dot menu and click on new campaign. But the important prerequisite here is you must have a template message which is already approved by WhatsApp. So in order to create a new template, you can click on this button here and it's going to lead you to the template messages page in the settings section. Here you will be able to create new template messages very easily. We have a dedicated video on this topic. So you can definitely take your time and learn how to create new template messages. Once your template message is approved, then you can go back to the broadcast menu and start sending campaigns. On our demo account, we have certain template messages which are already approved. So we'll quickly go ahead and create a new campaign. So we can call this a demo campaign. And here you can add certain campaign details. Now this section is completely optional. Now here you have to choose from one of the pre-approved templates. So I'll choose this particular template right here. Right below that, you have to choose a campaign type. So currently we support three campaign types. The first one is create API, the second one is upload Excel, and the third one is tagged enquiries. For this example, let's choose create API. The next option is add tag to lead. If you enable this option, you'll get a drop down where you can choose from one of the multiple tags which might be available for an account. Once you select this tag and this message is also sent to the customer, this tag is going to be applied to that inquiry. Now applying tags makes it really easy for you to filter out your inquiries later on in the future. Moving forward, when you turn on this option, Easysocial will very intelligently find out all those customers who have opted out of your WhatsApp communication, and it will ensure that none of those customers receive this particular message. Now I'll go ahead and save this campaign. Now this campaign has been created. While creating this campaign, we had chosen the campaign type as create API. Now that means that this campaign can be initiated through an API. So if we scroll down, we will find certain integration code. Now there are two options here. One is a simple code and one is a CURL code. Now let's understand the application of this kind of campaign. So imagine you have a website. I'll just open Easysocial website. Now let's say if I click on schedule a call on this form, you want that when a customer fills in all the details and when they click on schedule callback button, they receive a WhatsApp confirmation. Now this WhatsApp confirmation will be triggered through this particular API campaign that we just created. So here you will copy this API code and this code will be used in conjunction with your website form. So all the details that would be captured through your form will be passed on to this API. For example, when you capture the person's phone number, it's going to be passed on to this form. And this name will be passed on in the body1 variable. So now let's say I will keep the name as Mark Zuckerberg. All I need to do is I need to hit this code and it's going to send out a message. Now we can just check our WhatsApp and see if we've received this message or not. Now you can see the message has been received and it has also been personalized. And this message was sent by just using a simple API code. Now there could be several applications of this API. Let's say you want to trigger certain shipping updates. Maybe there's some personalized marketing coupon codes that you want to send out to your customers. You could do that. Or maybe there's a critical update related to a user's account. You could also send that through your application, your website, your CRM, your ERP, and integrate it within your third-party systems as well. Moving forward, there is enough amount of documentation which will help you to use this API code very easily. Now for your convenience, we also have a CURL based integration preferred by most of the programmers, so it'll be very easy and convenient for them to use this, and there shouldn't be any learning curve for them. Again, we have ample amount of documentation that explains everything in detail. I'll just quickly reload this page. Here you can see we just sent one message and our statistics have been updated. Now this message is sent, it's delivered, it's been read, and let's say if I reply back to this message. So we'll go back and we will reload this page, and now you can see there has been one reply to the message and the reply rate is 100%. We can download report for this particular campaign, and in case you do not want to run this campaign, you can always click on pause campaign. So that way, even if you hit the API, it's not going to work. Also, if you notice carefully, a campaign tag called Facebook must have been assigned to the lead automatically as well. So let's go back to our chat and we'll check this here as well. And here you can see a Facebook tag is automatically assigned here. Now let's go back to broadcast and learn another campaign type. So we'll quickly create a new campaign. This time we'll call it demo campaign 2, and here we will keep the details as test, and let's select a template here. I'll select AgroFarms. Now we will choose the campaign type as upload Excel. So as soon as you choose this option, you will get a sample Excel sheet format. Now click on download sample format, and in another tab we are going to open sheets.google.com. You can also open this in Microsoft Excel, and here I will import this sheet. Alright, our file has opened. So here we can see that there are multiple columns, and these columns have certain sample values. Now if you notice carefully, this column contains country codes. So that means whenever we want to bulk message to multiple numbers, we'll have to enter the country code in this particular column. In this second column, we have to enter the mobile number of the customer. So maybe for this example, we'll just copy the same number for a few times, and here we will again write the country code over and over again. But in case you had people from different countries, feel free to add a different country code and a different number. In the third column, we have header 1, and the fourth column we have body 1. So for us to understand this better, let's go back to our broadcast menu. Now here you can see that in the header we have this image. So this image has a particular URL. Now that URL has automatically been generated in our header 1 value. So if I copy this and if I open it here, it's going to open the same image. So that means if I want to send out this message to multiple people, so I'll have to copy this header value along with each number. Now let's go back to our broadcast message and we'll look for Suresh. Here you can find Suresh right here. So basically this is a particular value which will be replaced every single time when the message is sent. So let's go back here. We'll replace this one with Amit. So for example, when a message goes out to this number, it's going to personalize the message with this name. Let's go to the next message. Here we will change the name to Rakesh. So we've added a different name on every row. Now our file is ready and we have to just download this file in an XLSX format. Let's go back to the broadcast menu. We have to upload the file now. So we'll drag it and upload it here. So as seen in the previous example, you have the ability to add a tag here. And let's say I add another tag this time. I'll add AgroFarms. Now right below this is an option to schedule messages. I have an option to schedule it now or later. So if I choose later, I have the option to schedule on any date and at any time which is suitable to my marketing campaign. Now at the bottom, if I check this option, this message is not going to go to the contacts who have opted out of WhatsApp communication from my brand. So I'll uncheck this for now and I'll change this to schedule now and I'll save this. So whenever you schedule now, the system takes at least a minute and a half to process your request. Okay, it seems like we're getting all those messages. Let's go to our WhatsApp and check. Yeah, so we've got all these messages. Dear Amit, dear Monali, dear Rakesh, dear Rohit. So let's go back to our Excel sheet. So these names have been replaced in every single message and it's been personalized. So I hope you've understood the concept of bulk WhatsApp messaging by uploading an Excel sheet. You can see the statistics now. We've got 4 messages, 4 have been delivered. Alright, so we've read these messages. We'll go back and we will reload. Alright, so all 4 are read as well. So you can see all the live stats related to your campaign right here. Okay, now let's explore the third and the final type of campaign. So before we explore the third campaign, we'll go to the chat menu and we'll check out our lead here. And we see that we've been assigned certain tags. We'll get rid of these tags and we'll add a new tag. We'll call this test for demo and we'll save this tag. Alright, now let's go back to our broadcast menu. We'll create a new campaign and we will write demo campaign 3 and here we will write test once again and choose template. We'll choose agrofarm once again and here in the campaign type we're going to select tagged enquiries. So here when you select tagged enquiries, it essentially means that you want to send out messages to people that you've already tagged. You do not want to upload data every time that you want to send your message. You want to send out messages only to people who are already inside your database and you've already tagged them. So let's get into the finer details now. So we'll scroll down a bit and here you have an option of define template variables. So basically what I want is that the name of the inquiry should be replaced here. So I'll turn on this option called use value from lead data field and here I will choose a lead data field that might contain the value of the person whom I'm sending this message. Now to explain this better, I will open a new tab. I'll duplicate this tab and I'll go to the chat menu once. Now here you can see that my name is already stored in this inquiry. So I want to use this particular name within that message. So that's why I've chosen the lead data field called name. So automatically it's going to pick up my name from there and it's going to paste it within this message while it sends it to me. Now in case if that name is not available in a specific inquiry, then I want to keep the default value as dear customer. So now moving on, we have this option called include tags. So when I choose a tag from here, so this means that this particular message is going to be sent to those customers who have this tag applied to them. So I can use more than one tags here. So let's say I use Facebook and I use test for demo. Now let's scroll down. Now here we have an option of excluding tags. So if I enable this option, so I would be able to exclude certain people out of my sending list. For example, if I choose not interested, now this would enable me to send out messages to people who have these particular tags applied to them, but it's going to subtract an audience that is not interested. So that way I will be able to pinpoint my messaging to the right audience. And at the bottom I have an option to add a tag to these leads once the message is sent. So I can choose any of these tags and then that tag will be applied to that lead. So it's an optional thing to do. And now I can set a schedule time. So I want to schedule it now or later. For this example, I'm going to remove the Facebook tag from here and I will now hit save. So let's wait for a minute and let's see what happens. Okay, so it seems you've received the message. So let's see. So here if you can notice carefully, it has used my name here. So this name was taken from my contact details. So let's go back to our broadcast campaign. We'll click here once, we'll go back Okay, so as you can see, the statistics have been updated. So I hope it makes it easy and convenient for you to understand how you can send bulk messages to your tagged enquiries as well. If you have doubts or questions, please feel free to comment on this video and we'll be happy to reply back instantly. Thank you so much for your time and see you in the next video.